For the longest time, fans were saying Krishna should be for Universe or for Grand, no other pageant. She cannot get the Miss World crown. She cannot do this, she cannot do that. Well, here she is. She is Miss World Philippines. Let's talk about the full performance of Krishnah Gravidez at Miss World Philippines 2024. And in case you have been living under a rock, I am sorry to spoil it for you, but she is the winner of the pageant and she will represent the Philippines at the upcoming Miss World competition. In case you're new around here, my name is Portelles and I talk about all things pageantry, pop culture, music, and a lot more. So you might want to go ahead and subscribe to this channel, drop a like on the video, and of course be part of the conversation in the comment section down below. Yesterday, I reacted here on the channel to the top 10 during the finals of Miss World Philippines, but today is all about Krishna. I do have a lot of things that I would like to say about her, and I will take this opportunity to get all of those things off my chest. This will be in a way a reaction to her full performance, but also I will take the opportunity to share with you guys a lot different thoughts that I have about her Miss Charm stint, her joining Miss World, and even the entire process leading up to the crown. So I hope you enjoyed this. Let's get right into it. Alright everyone, so here we go. Let's see what Krishna brought to the table.
Krishnah Gravidez, Baguio City!
You can tell that Krishna is starting the competition in great spirits. And I mean, I have said this in other videos. I do feel like the introduction is in a way kind of a first impression to the judges, to the audience, but also it kind of gives away where your mind is at the moment. In a way, it can set the tone for the rest of the competition and how well you do in the different segments of the show. Think about it. What if you don't introduce yourself in the way that you would like to, or that you would like to be perceived or seen, and then that just kind of throws off your energy? I don't think we give enough credit to a good introduction. Obviously, she sounds happy, and to be honest, if I was on Krishna's shoes, I will feel a little bit pressured because let's not forget that Krishna took a huge chance this year by joining Miss World Philippines. She was already a national title holder. She was supposed to represent the Philippines at Miss Charm 2024, but because of all of the delays, all of the things that, Miss Charm kind of has mishandled for the past couple of months, she decided, amongst other things, to pull out of the competition. Instead, she decided to put all her time and energy in the Miss World pageant, but again, there was no guarantee that Krishna was going to be the winner. So this girl right here, standing in front of us, giving us such a great positive aura, great energy, is actually risking a lot. I will be shaking on my boots.
It's great that you're passionate about your pets. Can you tell us why you have 8 dogs? Parang 8 cats, no? Ano ba?
I have 8 dogs actually.
That's a lot,
Wow.
actually.
I grew up in a compassionate family. Ever since I was a kid, I can see my mother rescuing cats and dogs everywhere. Like literally, every time I go home after school, I can see a new cat in our home. So now I have 8 dogs, and you know what? One fact. The alpha of the pack is an aspen, asong Pinoy, and a rescued one. Yeah, and now I'm advocating for animal welfare as well.
Alright. Grabe. Okay, first thing about Krishna, I think that she is a very natural speaker. And what I mean by that is that she's not the type of girl who will give you a pageant patty answer or very rehearsed or very memorized. I feel like this segment of the show is mostly just having a little interview, as in the candidates know this is not Q&A. They are being evaluated, but it's not like they have to come up with a statement. The judges and the audience just want to probably know something about them. And I like the fact that Krishna is sharing about her advocacy for animal welfare as well as animal rights. Maybe she's a little bit influenced by Tita Lavinia since they are, part of the team and everything. Tita is also a very passionate cat lover. And I feel like it's rubbed a little bit on Krishna. I mean, in all cases, I feel like my previous comment for the opening still applies for this interview. You can feel the very positive energy, very positive aura. Look at the smile, the genuine interaction with the hosts, with Maria. My girl, I love you. So from the very beginning, Krishna was stepping into the competition with that winning vibe, winning glow. I mean, it's undeniable. The swimsuit competition. All right. Wow.
Bacolod City,
You know what? I'm just gonna be honest with you guys and I'm gonna tell you, I am so proud of Krishna for this performance. Fun fact, the day right after Miss World Philippines, I actually went to a provincial pageant with Ian Mandahar, who happens to be Krishna's pasarela trainer, right? So Ian was involved in the entire process of, polishing her pasarela, perfecting the wall, giving her all the tips and tricks that she applied ultimately on stage. And I was just in awe of seeing how Ian was able to adapt every single time to the girls' vibe. I don't think that there is a formula that Ian just gives everyone. Ian really works hand in hand with the girls to come up with something unique that will set them apart from everyone else. That's exactly what I'm seeing here when it comes to Krishna. She is fierce. She commands presence. It is impossible to not see her on stage. And to be quite frank, that was one of my fears when I first heard that Krishna was joining Miss World Philippines, because we know that Miss World is one of those pageants that really doesn't pay as much attention to the physicality of everything. Miss World doesn't even has a swimsuit round. So when Krishna announced that she was gonna be joining, I was actually feeling weird about it, because I was like, I know Krishna for being a great performer, for giving us a great show, for making us feel excited and want to stand up and yell because she's so good on stage. Is she going to be toning it down for Miss World Philippines? And here is the answer: absolutely not. Krishna was unapologetically herself, and ultimately, I believe this is something that really played in her favor heading towards the finals of Miss World Philippines. I mean, honestly, if she would have given us a diluted version of who she is or of her performance capacities, I feel like it just would have taken away from her performance and her overall package. Instead, I think that it's a lot more challenging to be unapologetically yourself and try to disrupt the system, to break the mold, to break the stereotype around what a Miss World Philippines should look like, should behave like. And here she is. I mean, if you ask me, Krishna will be perfect in this shape and performance form. She will be perfect for Miss Universe Philippines. She will be perfect for Miss Grand Philippines, Miss Charm, or Miss World. Why not? You don't have to adapt to a mold. You can be unapologetically yourself. And this is the perfect example of that. Here we go with another moment, with a beautiful gown by Rian Fernandez once again. Krishna! This woman can perform for days. I can never get tired. Krishna is one of the best performers in pageantry in the Philippines. You can argue with the wall if you don't agree with me. Okay, I don't care. I don't care. You know what? I'm going to dissect this performance in different segments. The first thing that I'm going to say, I'm going to go back a little bit to the Miss Charm comment. I am so happy that Krishna decided to pull out of Miss Charm because of all of the postponements and all of the delays and all of everything. And I just felt like for the longest time, Krishna's potential was being wasted. People don't really understand how much patience it takes for these girls to, wait sometimes over a year in order to go to their international competitions. But more precisely, people don't understand how hard it is to stay in performing shape for these girls. They are under a strict diet. They are under a strict workout. They have, very specific routines and a lot of things that they cannot do while they are waiting to compete. So I just felt like we were putting Krishna in a position where we know that she can do it for a certain time, but in the long term, nobody can wait indefinitely for the international pageant to make up their minds and finally come up with a date. Unfortunately for Miss Charm, they ended up announcing the date shortly after Krishna pulled out of the competition, but at that point, she was already with Miss World. And honestly, good for Miss World, because Krishna is just a breath of fresh air, in my opinion. She's bringing this level of performance and excitement that I feel like it's something that Miss World Philippines kind of needed in order to bring back the hype, elevate, a little bit of the performance that we normally see on their stage. So, having said that, let's talk about the evening gown. As I said, this is a creation of Rian Fernandez, who has been absolutely killing it. In the past couple of weeks, we have seen Rian gowns win at Miss Universe Thailand, now at Miss World Philippines, and honestly, what a beautiful creation. You can already see the attention to details, the craftsmanship. This is hard work and quality, a quality evening gown dress. I love the inspiration in the design for the traje de mestiza, which is one of the traditional dresses from the Philippines. So although Krishna is bringing an offering to the evening gown segment that is very, contemporary, very sexy, well crafted, she is also bringing a little bit of heritage, tradition, and Filipino culture. In a country like this one, those things are essential. You know that in the Philippines, you don't just wear a gown because it's a pretty gown. There has to be a message behind it. There has to be something that elevates it. I love the transition of the gown. I mean, at least here on the video, it looks from silver to blue, kind of, referencing the colors of Miss World, more precisely the new crown for Miss World Philippines. And ultimately, I'm going to say this is a great choice of a gown, especially considering that Krishna went viral during her Miss Universe Philippines stint with her final gown. So the bar was really, really high, and I think that Rian Fernandez, Krishna, the entire team did just an incredible job, exceeding our expectation, especially when the bar was so high already.
Should inclusivity be a top priority among pageants? Yes or no? Explain your answer. Once again, should inclusivity be a top priority among pageants?
Pageantry is a platform where we express ourselves as women and men, and I feel like this is a great platform for us to promote our advocacies, the causes that we're fighting for, and the things that we love. So I think that in a world where evolving, I think we as humans should evolve too. Thank you.
Okay, so I already had yesterday my Q&A reaction to the entire top 10, so I'm not going to repeat what I said yesterday. If you want more in-depth insights about her Q&A answer, go and check out that video. But what I'm going to say is that, I mentioned before, I'm very proud of Krishna's evolution. Just, that's not a nod to her answer, but just, I feel like she has also evolved. Krishna got a lot of backlash last year when she answered, was it last year? Yeah, when she answered during the finals of Miss Universe Philippines. And I feel like this question was in a way kind of a trick question. Maybe not, because of course this is all random, but this question kind of brings us back to that answer. And I feel like in the way that Krishna addressed it, it shows a lot of growth. It shows how open-minded she can be. And I'm happy to see her representing herself that way on a stage, having the opportunity to give an answer with substance that represents her values, and honestly that also embodies the current vibe and the current aura of the pageant community. Everything is changing. Pageants are evolving. And so we have to do the same thing. We have to follow. Otherwise, you stay behind and you become obsolete, right? Krishna's answer was very timely, very relevant, and I can only commend her for such an excellent performance during such a challenging round. And finally, here we have her, ladies and gentlemen, our new Miss World Philippines, Krishnah Gravidez from Baguio. Fun fact, I read that this completes Baguio's rosters of crowns for the big 4 major pageants. Of course, they have obtained already a Miss Universe Philippines, a Miss Philippines Earth, now a Miss World Philippines, and of course, Miss International Philippines, or Binibini Pilipinas, you know what I'm saying. I'm so proud of Krishna. I actually met her just a couple of days before the finals of Miss World Philippines, and I took a little selfie with her, and I told her, you are my winner, you got this. I had in my heart no doubt of her capacity to achieve her goal within the Miss World competition. I'm gonna go ahead and also add that I'm very happy to see pageants here in the Philippines kind of breaking their molds, their stereotypes, and the prototypes of girls that they will normally crown to send to these international competitions. For the longest time, fans were saying Krishna should be for Universe or for Grand, no other pageant. She cannot get the Miss World crown. She cannot do this, she cannot do that. Well, here she is. She is Miss World Philippines. People were saying the same thing with Binibini Pilipinas when Angelica Lopez was crowned. She is not the prototype. She is not going to do well in Japan. Same thing happened with Chelsea at Miss Universe when people were saying, you know, no black girl has ever been crowned Miss Universe Philippines, where there she is. All of them shaking the system, breaking the stereotypes, and opening doors for all type of girls in these major competitions. I love to see girls who are committed, who have what it takes, are a good fit with the organization, but at the same time are unapologetically themselves. Honestly, if anything, I am just extremely excited for Miss World now because I know that Krishna will elevate the competition a little bit. She will make it exciting, she will give us a performance, and of course, we can also expect all of the advocacy, charity, and everything that we already know and love Miss World for. Now, it's your time, you guys. Go down in the comment section. Let me know how do you feel about Krishna winning the crown for Miss World Philippines. While you're at it, hit the like button, share this video with a friend, and thank you for watching until the end. I will see you guys on the next one.